Recap, I spoke about triggers and the celebration of becoming aware, the centering technique, the sacred pause, conscious breathing, compassionate boundaries, honoring ourselves. So take what works for you at this time. And now let's just take a moment to have that experience of, well, what is it to just be with ourselves for a moment? So often when we're in the outer world, our attention, our senses, our mind, everything is out here. When we connect within, we can do a little bit of house cleaning. We come home, right? We'll clean our house. We'll wipe down our counters. We'll sweep the floor. We'll put away our clothes. Yet sometimes we have these residual thoughts or feelings or memories that are just bouncing around in us that we haven't kind of folded and put in a drawer. And it creates residual anxiety or residual taking our energy when we don't properly do our inner housekeeping. So let's just take a moment and do some inner housekeeping. If you're in a position where you can close the eyes, go ahead and close the eyes. And taking a breath. And like we're going down an escalator, just use the breath to gently turn the attention and go within. And by going within, we start to just turn our attention to what's happening within us. How is my body? What sensations are happening in the body? Is there a place anywhere, any tension, maybe in the shoulders or the gut or the neck or the knees? Just noticing and breathing into any experience in the body. And just notice the feeling landscape. What kind of emotions are there? Is there anything that we're residually upset about? Can we just give ourselves a little spaciousness and just allow that to settle and go back to its natural home? And then the thoughts, just notice. What are the things that we've been ruminating about or thinking about that keep popping up in our thoughts? Let's just give it some spaciousness and just notice what's there. And just allow the thoughts to arise or depart as they wish, right? They're free, like the clouds. And now, while we're in this more extended state, let's practice the work a little bit. Bring to mind one situation that you anticipate might feel stressful for you in the next weeks, right, during this holiday time. Maybe it's meeting someone you haven't seen for a while, or a particular meal or a gathering, or something you need to participate in or you're choosing to. And see if you can't bring that situation to mind and then hold it in love, surround it with light, with compassion. Accept the fullness of that experience and just breathe into it and just notice. Not trying to change anything, just allowing it to be. For me, often what I experience when I do that is like there's a tension in my system, maybe in my body or nervous system, that I wasn't even aware of, that just dissipates. And there's a sense of relaxation in the body when I do that. And there's also a sense of like inner empowerment. Oh yeah, I can handle this situation. And maybe even some creativity or new perception that arises of how I can approach it in a new way as well. Just notice if any of those things happen. Again, not that they need to, but they may arise as we bring love and compassion and tenderness to a situation. And just a few more full breaths. Now allowing the eyes to gently open. And there's also the inner world. Our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings. And my invitation, my perceptual awareness as we move into this time is that while we don't always have a say in what happens externally, yes, we would say where we put an environment we put ourselves in, but what happens in there and what other people say and do, right? That's not something we have a direct control over. We do have a say in our internal state and the quality of our consciousness in each life, in each day. And depending on the quality of our thoughts, depending upon the emotions we cultivate, even depending on the food we put into our bodies, will create our state or our experience of life. So are you or I, and we wish to have an experience of peacefulness, of expansion, of joy, of gratitude, practice the practices. Do the meditation. Do the centering. Breathe. Take moments of sacred pause. Whatever it is that's going to support you to remember. And then notice what happens when we take ownership and responsibility for our inner experience of life. And how magical and how joyful things can be. And yes, that doesn't mean we won't get triggered. But remember to celebrate those moments of triggeredness. It's an opportunity to become a better human being. So thank you for joining me. It's such a pleasure to have these precious moments together, a reminder for myself and how I live my moment-to-moment life as well. And I invite you to continue our journey, of course, with us, with Ma. Gratitude and love for you and for being a yes to living consciously and saying yes to being in this moment together. Om JJ Sai Ma, with deep love and gratitude for you.